Namaskar. The legacy of Sri Sri Anandamurti. He is a modern writer, philosopher, scientist, a social theorist, and spiritual leader. Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar has attracted a following in more than 130 countries. His books have been translated into all the world's major languages, and his unique blend of historical perspective and social commentary has been the inspiration for social activists seeking progressive alternatives to capitalism and communism. From his early childhood in Bar, India, where he was born in 1921, Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar has been attracting others by his deep love for humanity and guiding them along the path of self realization. Adjusting the ancient science of Tantra Yoga to meet the needs of this age, he developed a scientific and rational philosophy based on the immanence and transcendence of God, and taught a system of practical spiritual disciplines for the physical, mental, and spiritual development. Recognizing him as a spiritually realized master, his followers called him Sri Sri Anandamurti, which means he who attracts others as the embodiment of bliss, or simply Baba, Father. Those who followed his teachings found their lives transformed as they became the weaknesses and negative tendencies as they overcame the weaknesses and negative tendencies of the mind to experience deep peace and bliss within. Inspired by his selfless example, they focused their efforts on serving the society and elevating the oppressed. In 1921, his birth, Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar was born on the morning of the full moon in May 1921 in Jamalpur, India. The same day on which the Buddha's birth is celebrated. He began practicing meditation on his own at the age of 4, and even as a young child gained a reputation for his uncommon knowledge and wisdom. The young Prabhat is pictured on the left. He became the philosopher, social reformer, humanitarian, spiritual teacher, and co-founder of Ananda Marga, the Path of Bliss. P.R. Sarkar is also known as by his spiritual name Sri Sri Anandamurti. In 1939, in his college years, Prabhat left Jamalpur in 1939 at the age of 17 to attend Vijayasgar College in Calcutta, where he was enrolled in the Bachelor of Science program. In 1939, first initiation on the full moon night in August 1939, Prabhat was meditating in a deserted cremation ground on the banks of the Ganges River when he was accosted by a thief with a dagger who demanded that he had over his valuables to hand over his valuables. Rather than show the slightest preoccupation, Prabhat smiled and asked him if he had made a habit of robbing poor students like himself. The thief was soon so unnerved by the young boy's ear calm and his promise that he would give him something much more valuable.